Hello everyone, Attack Power here with another League game between Farid and Mimile in the Division 1 of Season 11 of League. Let's dive right in here to Haroshaje. And on the left in the red, we have 7th Mechanized for Farid on Maverick Income. And on the right in the blue, we have Mimile playing 17th SS on V for Victory. Okay, well, I'm excited about this one. Unfortunately, whatever game 1 was not very exciting. It was over in like 13 minutes, so I'm not casting that one. So if you're like, "Where's game 2?" Well, I don't know. I don't waste time making a 10-minute video. So I don't even know who won. Didn't look. Don't care. It's not like a best of 3. It's just they get points for winning each game. So this one should be very excited. So let's dive right in here to 7th Mechanized, a very solid Soviet division. Definitely one of the stronger ones these days. The recon tab solid because you get Resvedkas. That's about it. I mean, having bazookas in the recon tab though is pretty phenomenal. They do have T-34s and other stuff. Carrier Dushka can be super annoying unit to deal with, but not anything like overwhelmingly good. The infantry tab, I mean, solid. It's just a standard Soviet infantry tab. It doesn't get more standard than this. You do get 3 cards of Strelky DP, which is nice. You know, Avtos these days, you got the Strelky SVT as well. He's doing the Sapity PPSH rush thing at the beginning. You got your Tankos. You know, that's that. The tank tab, also about as cookie cutter as it gets, basically just T-34 76s, and then you do get these card of SU-76s, which he's actually only bringing the leader variant in, kind of weird. And you do get the Matilda 2s, which are actually really solid for 25 points. They're just slow as dirt. The support tab, really solid. You get SU-152s and SU-122s and plenty of Maxims, so that's great. The AT tab, interesting with the ISU-122S, though that doesn't make it good, but it does give you some 2K to play with. Also got the SU-85, 76, and the 45 mil. AA, nothing special, 37 mils, and I mean, that gets the job done usually. RD tab, also nothing spectacular. You get 76 SU-76s, the usual like F-22s and all those light things and mortars. And then the KV-1 he's taken with the off-map. Ugh. Then the air tab used to be really strong, but with the PE-2 nerf, it's just solid now. PE-2s are still solid planes, but they're nothing like they used to be, basically indestructible mega killers. So yeah, 7th Mechanized, lots of tools, nothing super duper strong, but really no like crushingly bad weaknesses. On the other side, 17th SS, which used to be the top or one of the top divisions in the game, still is very good, but with the release of so many disgustingly powerful infantry divisions in the Men of Steel, 17th SS has kind of dropped off the radar in terms of terrifyingness. I mean, it's still just as good as it was, but it's definitely not spoken of in dark whispers anymore. So Mimile then playing on V for Victory. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. The recon tab, phenomenal here. SPW 233s, 231s, Alfclairs in SPW 222s, basically armor card span all day long. The infantry tab, phenomenal with SS Legionari giving you a lot of punch at CQC. You got the Volkdeutsch, which are basically cheap Panzergrens, which is really, really good. And you can see in this division why Panzergrens can't be 25 points, because not in this game, but like with this division, you can see why they can't be, because they're just too good. These are even MG34s. They're not even MG42s, but they're still so good at 25 points. They do have Disheartened, but it doesn't even matter, honestly. In this sort of unit, it doesn't matter. Sturm Pioneers, the usual thing. He's got 2 cards in C with the Legionati and Panzergrens, regular Panzergrenadiers there. Tank tab is really solid with Stug 4s. I mean, that's all it is, but Stug 4s are probably the best medium tank in the game, I would say. For cost and everything, these things are pretty phenomenal. I don't count the T-3045 as that's a heavy tank, but these are pretty phenomenal. They absolutely bully the crap out of allied armor, i.e. T-34s. The support tab, really solid. You get 2K options and the usual gambit of Axis stuff. The AT tab is actually a really good mix of things. You get Martyr 3s, Pack 38s, Pack 40s, and Jagdpanzer 4s, which are all phenomenal. The Jagdpanzer 4 is specifically fantastic here, because the only thing that can really kill it out of Farid's deck is the ISU-152 and the SU-122. Continuing down, AA tab, a little limited, but solid. It gets the job done. RD tab, awesome with Nebelwerfers of both calibers and 122s, which are meh, but you do get the SK-18s as well. Air tab, I mean, it's got good choices, but it is expensive. He's bringing both JU-87 tank buster options here and the JU-87 dive bomber. Not a huge fan of those. They're just not good, but pro players like use them because of their cost efficiency. Well, we are off here, folks, and like I said, this is perhaps the most exciting income matchup. Maverick versus V for Victory. So Farid will have an 800-point advantage in B phase. 80 points a tick. Now, balancing out with the first phase, it's actually a 600-point advantage at the end of B phase. So, like, you know, Mimile will be up 200 points in A phase. Farid will be up 800 points, you know, equaling out to 600 by the end of B phase, which is an extremely interesting thing. Now, PP Shah goes down to the Sapardi, the SPWs there. Volkdeutsch, though, going to go down to the Sapardi here. That's a big kill. That pays off a whole bunch of these already. And weird, Farid made no push for this flag. Very abnormal. He's got a big force up here that kind of got held up, it appears. Mimile deployed a large force up north. And deployed pretty lightly in the center, honestly. And the loss of that Volkdeutsch over here allows Farid to capture this flag. And there's just a lot of armor cards. And this is what you can do in 17th SS. This division can absolutely bully any division that does not have a fair amount of early AT. Ju-87 was coming in for that Su-76, but the loss of the recon plane to the freaking 50 cals, which again is kind of ridiculous in my opinion, but means that, you know, Ju-87 can't kill things. I understand historically it makes sense. I know 50 cals killed things, but in-game it's ridiculous that one faction can have AA guns attached to literally every single thing. Ju-87 loses sight again despite the recon here, and the Ju-87 is probably not going to get around again because, again, 50 cals are disgustingly good at AA now. Disgusting for the fact you're not really paying for them. They're just kind of they're 5 points attached to these vehicles, which is kind of nuts. So yeah, the power of the 50 cal now being shown there. Pretty crazy. SPW 222 though, jamming up the hill here, looking for some easy kills. Will it get him? Looks like it will. That's going to pick up at least a couple kills. The Matilda 2, though, could shut that down. Let's check this bad boy out really quick. 80 millimeters of armor, 75 millimeters of penetration, 15 rounds a minute, though. SPW 233 go. Get some side shot, and then go down to the 222. Nice kill there. Matildas are very good for their cost, though. Do they have HE? I can't remember. No, they don't. They don't. But 80 millimeters of armor is really quite good. And this rate of fire allows them to actually kill a lot. 1,250 meter range. Flammenwerfer goes down, Stug 4 falling back from the 45 mil. Now, usually this 45 mil would have an easy time killing like a Stug 3, but because the Stug 4's armor is 100 millimeters instead of 90, it does make it a lot harder for like 45 mil APCR to actually do the damage. Volkdeutsch going to get forced back here pretty soon. SS Legionati fighting at a range that is definitely not ideal for them, basically just firing their G43s to help out the Volkdeutsch. Ju-87s, F-15s. Now, these are like FI. They're technically FI 156s. Sorry, they're only 15 points, so I understand why he's kind of spamming them out a little bit. And he's seen no AA yet. He too dropped some bombs, hit these infantry here, killed off the Volkdeutsch. P40 tried to get in. Ju-87 can't do it. Freaking 50 cals, bro. These things are ridiculous. I mean, they'll shoot this down. Don't tempt me, I will. Yeah, like this. I mean, they are very bad resilience, I get that, but like, never has a half-track been able to shoot down a plane. Seems a bit much. This is the most overpowered they've ever seemed. And again, I understand historically that's what they did, but in-game, that's ridiculous. That a 5-point unit can shoot down any kind of plane. And I know the half-track is 10 points, but 5 of those points are the half-track, and 5 of those points are the 50 cal. Is essentially how that breakdown of price works. This carrier Dushka. Basically, 15 points for the Bren and the carrier, and 5 points for this Dushka. Which is essentially, like, functions like a 50 cal. Stug 4 goes down to the Su-76, and this is where these things can be phenomenal. 35 points can barely pen that Stug 4, but at this range it can. And then the 233 goes down as well. This is a big loss there for Mimile. Sorry if I see a little jerky. My fingers are all cut up from doing housework, repair things, and I cut my fingers a whole bunch of times, so my fingers have these massive bandages on it. Do you know what, guys? If you can think of a Band-Aid that goes over the tip of your finger, I think you'll be rich. I think that would be the invention of the century. And I'm sure they have them already, but they obviously can't be that good or people would know about them. Because, gosh darn, don't you feel like you only ever cut the tips of your fingers? And Band-Aids just don't do it. Mimile is insisting on trying to get these recon planes over the line here. Mimile is a super aggressive air player. Like, he gets a plane and he just, like, he doesn't care if it's, like, back here. He's like, let's go bomb it. Does not give a rip what kind of AA the opponent has. Just does it. Not sure if I have mad respect for that or just pure confusion. So I think something did just die. I don't know what, but something did. There is real AA now in the 37 mil. Although I guess I can't even keep saying that because 50 cals are amazing now, so. Mimile holding on in the town, but barely. Karyadushka is doing what Farid clearly intended him for them to do and just pinning everything down. SPW-233, though, is going to find that, take it down. P-40 flying safely. SDK of Z71 is in up north. But he's only got 2 SDK of Zs in A phase, and then Flak 88s in B phase. And he has no fighters. Wow, Mimile... Really? I just kind of noticed this. Mimile has no AA plane, and he's got 2 SDK of Z71s, and then just Flak 41 88s, which do not shoot planes down. So, like, these P-2s are going to be able to do whatever they want the entire game. Like, you might stop them from bombing things, but other than that, like, they're probably not going to die. Unless they fly directly over this SDK of Z, and this SDK of Z gets a bit of veterancy on it, which it does not have currently. Another 233 here. Misses the Karyadushka. Might want to turn off the heat shell. It is possible. And now loses his opportunity to kill that off. He definitely wants those dead. They're annoying as heck. P2 just going to float right in. Tilda goes down. Stug 4 is really strong in this matchup. They're always strong, but they're really, really strong here. Bombing strike does mostly miss the Stug 4. The second shot did land. This Matilda should not be able to kill this Stug 4. It should really, really struggle. Tanko's getting in. These half-tracks proven to be a pain in the arse right now. Stug 4 did fall back a good ways. 233, sneaking in. Looking for an easy kill here on some of these half-tracks. We do see Artie already. Two SK-18s in. Now remember, Mimile is up in the income right now with his V for Victory income, but Farid is still putting the screws to him. Ooh, the SS Legionary were on the move and didn't fire their Panzerfaust at this Tanko, and the Tanko gets in, gonna kill off this leader. Yep, down he goes instantly. Legionary get caught out. Stug 4 under attack from the Matilda. Matilda gets a hit, gets penned. Yeah, not really much chance. It could pop back out and kill that Stug. It's possible, but Matildas are really slow. Tanko's now going to eat the rest of this Legionati. All right, things looking bad for Mimile in the center, and he's only got a minute left of his advantaged income, and then Farid's just going to get an absurd amount of income, comparatively speaking. M2A1 does go down to 233. Panzers are going to pick up a Matilda here. Nice kill there. Got to kill off all this light armor. SK-18's going after the 37 mils. It looks like he's just trying to free the sky up for these... I mean, the FI-156s are not going to get through until every single 50 cal unit is dead, which is a lot of them. But I assume he's trying to open it up for his Ju-87s to do something. Because, again, there's a lot of medium light armor to kill. And there it is. SK-18s are excellent. Especially when they're in radio range. They are super accurate. But Mimile looking like he's in a very dangerous spot here in the center. I do wonder, like, what... I've tried this before. V for Victory versus Maverick. I've tried this combo before thinking, you know what? It's got to work. You get like, you end up evening out the income a little faster because of your bigger income in C phase and having some in A. And like, you start the game out much like less down. You know, you start out 200 points up. So it actually takes the Maverick player longer to then push you all the way back and get that big advantage. But the problem is you're still down 600 points by the end of B phase. And even though the opponent doesn't start really getting that advantage until more like 25 minutes, it's still really tough. I mean, if Mimile, if you got a secret plan, let me know in the comments, because I do want to know. You know me, I want to destroy Maverick without playing Maverick. I don't want to play Maverick. I want to play anything else and win with it. SU-76 leader does go down. Ju-87 doing exactly what Mimile has been trying to get it to do this entire time. Gets 2 kills now. P-40 going to get on the back of it, though. Going to kick down that Ju-87. So one of those is dead now. SU-122 dead, though. Another JU-87 in. SDKZ-71's on that P-40. Should be able to kill that off. JU-87 going to find that Su-76. Down it goes. Unloads a Razvedka as well. 50 cal of the half-track, though, doing what it does. And, like soloing this crap. SPW-233 only has to push up a little bit, though. P-40 coming in, gets tail damage. Should be able to take out that FI-156, but it does get shot down. How many of those are there? 3 of them, so 1 down. I don't think the other one died. P2 coming in. SDKZ working overtime here. P2 does not get his bombs off. Early retreat there from Mimile. Mimile finally getting into the northern position. SS Legionary Pentagon pushing in. It looks like Mimile's extra income in A phase here now suddenly turning on. Ooh, that hurts though. Losing SS Legionary to that Strelky SVT. I mean, technically right now, Mimile is still up like 200 points. I mean, it's really not now. It's like 110 points, and in a second it'll be like, what, 40 points, I guess, or 30 points? Yeah, 30 points. But by the time those extra points get to the front line, it's still going to be another minute or two. But let's see if Farid can crack back and crack back hard. Stug 4 tanking the Matilda. Another Matilda moving forward, but the first one fell back, and this one already took a penetration at some point, so down it goes. Yeah, they do not stack up well. This is a really rough matchup for Farid. I don't know. I have to assume Farid picked 7th and forgot about to ban 17th. Because 17th counters 7th pretty good. Counters it pretty well. And these Stug 4s are just so hard for allied divisions to deal with. When you're playing Axis versus Axis, it's not a big deal. You know, that extra 10 millimeters of armor doesn't make a difference, that much of a difference when the tanks all penetrate 135 millimeters. You know, it's like not a huge deal. But when you're dealing with allied divisions like T-34s and Shermans, which only pen 90 or 100 millimeters, that extra 10 millimeters in that range is ridiculously huge. .233 misses. Matilda also misses, though. Matilda's going to fire faster. SPW 233 bails and gets away. 231's in. Find the Tanko. Should be able to wipe that out. Down it goes. Farid making a fresh push now down south, and yeah, I mean, Mimile has nothing here to stop that. That SS Legionary will be basically destroyed. If it runs into a Strelky first, then it might do a little damage, but it's going to get crushed here. SPW's 231's after the Matilda. 1 goes down already. But the Stug 4 saves the day. Matilda's all down now, I think. We've seen a lot of dead Matildas. Mimile's still making progress up north, though, doubling down on his northern push with some reinforcements. JU-87 through. Bomb something. I didn't see what. A double 203 off map. What is this? Why, Farid? Just why? Honestly, why? This is 340 points. Like, if these were all the points he needed to balance out with Mimile on the ground. And he's calling in 2 off maps instead? Bro, okay, 1 I get. Sure, here, drop it, tons of damage. All right, fine, makes sense. But no. Call in 2 T-34s and a bunch of infantry and just blow this out instead. I will say, I hate off-map. I still think it's cheesy OP garbage, but at this point, they finally have it at a price that, like, you do get punished for calling an off-map that doesn't do very much. Like, it needs to do something, or you're wasting 170 points to do nothing. Like, that is the thing now. Off-map is no longer just like this, oh, I have off-map, let's call it in because I have off-map and it's annoying. Like, that's how it used to be. There's basically no negative to using it because it was so darn cheap and it wiped out so much stuff all the time and allowed you to make so much ground that, like, you were kind of dumb for not using it. Hashtag attack power. But anyway, you know, but now it costs a lot. Like, when you don't use it, like, it's going to come down, it's going to hit 3. It's going to hit 3 units. That's not worth it. That's not even a little worth it. Off-map kills the Su-76, so very nice there. The 37 mil probably going to kill off this FI-156, the second unloads. JU-87 coming in for the kill on the 203. Yes. Do it. No. Get it. Come on. Shoot. Glorious. Yes. Die off-map. Excellent work, Mimile. I congratulate you on your absolute success and victory. It doesn't matter if you win this game. You killed that off-map before it called in a second strike, and there is nothing more beautiful than that. Congratulations, sir. You have won. I award you victory. I don't care if you actually win. I award you the victory of knowing you destroyed something disgustingly cheesy. All these infantry are forced to unload down here. Whoa. Off-map coming in, though. Wait, did the one up here die, too? Whoa. Where is it? Where's the dead off-map? I want to know. How did I miss this? Oh, God, I missed it. I missed another beautiful moment. Oh, no. But, oh, yes. And this just highlights my points, guys. Like, Farid called in once, and it did do some good damage, but it died before it could get another one in, and that's 340 points that did nothing. Like, essentially did nothing. Affected the game for 1 minute. I really just don't think off-map is worth it anymore. I mean, it's still annoying, and it's still totally gross, and I hate the crap out of it. But if not used very, very well, it will lose you the game. It, again, is no longer just a call it in because you can thing. It is now like a you actually have to think about it. Call it in. What is its purpose? What are you using it for? Is it going to hit things? Are you going to follow it up immediately and make use of it? Because if you don't, then it's absolutely backbreaking. Because if we think that 340 points now, Farid was supposed to be up 600 points by the end of C phase. Now he's essentially only up 260 points, which is not that many. Which means Mimile is really going to be ahead in points like at 23 minutes already. SPW231 trying to get on the side of that SU-85. Not going to happen. So a lot of the light armor, though, getting killed off for both players. Mimile losing a lot of armor cars and things. Flammenwerfer driving in as a hero. Munitions running back. What was it doing up here? Oh, it was reloading the Stug 4. I figured it out. That's smart. Farid's push down south. Did make progress. Captured this, but the town was immediately defended, garrisoned by a bunch of infantry and an SPW, and that SPW is really the key here. The Razveka might be able to get it, but it's probably going to get spotted before it can get in range, especially with the FI-156 floating around. Tankos are still a house, especially with the PP Shaw now. They're very, very strong. SU-85 moving in, probably looking for that Stug 4. SU-85 is really the only thing that can consistently penetrate the Stug 4s. It's kind of awkward, honestly. Which, again, makes me imagine that this was a counter pick by Mimile. Farid did 7th mechanized, and he then got 17th. Although I still want... So that means Mimile picked his income first, and his choice was V for victory. The thing is, too, like, Farid really only plays, like, Maverick or Vanguard, but generally Maverick. So I have to imagine he did this with the knowledge that Farid was going to pick Maverick. SU-85 goes down to an easy kill there from the Stug 4. Bomber in. SPW already moving, though. Dodges out the bombing strike almost completely. But the infantry pushing forward. Volkdeutsch, Panzerschreck coming in. STK-18 kills off the 37 mil again. So Ju-87 strike is probably inevitable here. And up north, Mimile's got a lot of troops. Like, this is not... Again, these 25-point Panzergrens are a lot to work through. Panzerschreck goes down, though. It never got out. Stug 4 trying to decide where to shoot, but Volkdeutsch easily beating out the Strelke DP. Down south, SPW helping to hold the line here. T-34 is in the mix now, though, and that should be able to kill that off, although the SPW is falling back. The recon plane's gone, so I don't know if he knows that there. Here comes the Ju-87, not the tank buster variant. Farid with a big gap here, but we're about to hit C phase. Farid currently on a 15-9, though. Has he broken Mimile? I mean, ticket-wise, absolutely not. But line-wise, perhaps, especially if this SDK of Zed goes down. Looks like this SPW-231 is probably going to die. He's trying to micro it away. Martyr 3 is in position to help out. 16-8 now for Farid. SPW going to get spotted here by the T-34 any moment. Sherm Pioneer needs to fall back. Well, things looking really dangerous here. Mimile's push up north is really saving his butt right now. But if he gets totally crushed out of the town, he could still definitely lose. Martyr 3 taking out the T-34 easily. 35 points. These things are an absolute steal and a half. If you guys have these in your deck, if these are available in your division, you absolutely must be playing them. T-34 takes a side shot. SPW going to get in on that action too. And goes down to the autocannon of the 2-3-1. Wow. Sturm Pioneer trying to hold the line himself. Down south, things completely collapse. Mimile calling in no reinforcements, though. Again, I don't know how these players do this. Like, just like, whatever. So I lost an entire flank. Whatevs, dude. But we're now into C phase, so let's see if Mimile can turn around because he is on the back foot. I mean, this is how it usually plays out for me. We do see reinforcements coming in now. Even with the off-map debacle, Farid still, of course, has a crap ton more points. And I don't know if Mimile has traded well enough to, like, make up for it right now. Trades have been somewhat even. Both players losing a lot of armor, a lot of light units, infantry getting chewed up. T-34s, but that's going to go after the Stück. Oh, no, just kidding. Interesting. Did he not? He didn't see it. That's why. I was going to say, usually the T-34 will auto-aim at the Stück 4 first and the SPW second because of the difference in armor. But I guess he couldn't see it, would be my guess. Oh, Stück 4 just misses its shot, but now the Martyr 3 is going to take out the other one. And here's where Mimile's armor advantage really shines. Martyr 3 finishes off the T-34. This one is penetrated. Up north, Mimile really needs to get back on this flag. It's 16-8, though. Mimile now starting to bleed a lot faster. T-34 coming in, but a Stück 4 is already in position. Does spot it. Aufklär there to spot for him. And the T-34 has no chance against the Stück 4 at this range, but the Stück 4 misses. On the run. Takes a pen. Has this flag pretty well in hand. This is tight so far. I mean, Mimile is getting 80 points more than Farid every tick. STKZ did survive. E2 did not drop its bombs? I don't think it did. JU-87 coming in for a bombing strike on an AVTO? Okay. Seems like a weirdly specific unit in the middle of everything. Stück 4 finds the T-34 over there, though. That's an interesting line of sight. Takes it down. Another T-34 down. Martyr 3 did a ton of work. It's HE now going to town in the Sapody. Aufklär's spotting nicely here on the hill. Surprised he didn't just put that in the cover. I mean, it's like way out there. It's not going to get spotted easily because they have exceptional stealth. But still, kind of weird. As Legion Volkdeutsch coming in. SK-18s have been blasting consistently and have definitely picked up a fair number of kills. That he's gotten a lot of value out of him. I can't hate on that. And that's one thing you definitely want to do with V for Victory is like call in early arty because you have the income advantage. Oh, that Razvedka going to eat up this 222 for free. Oof. FI-156 giving all the information Mimile could need to properly maneuver his units around. Although he's not going to spot that Razvedka from the air. And there it is. Down it goes. T-34 takes a pen. Stück 4 starting to multiply here. T-34 down. The side shot from the other one misses. Another T-34 down. Oh no. The trades for Farid starting to get worse and worse here as the Stück 4s are just present a really tough nut every single time. Like every Stück 4 is like a lot of work for him to kill. Like he actually has to go out of his way to make it happen. And me personally, I absolutely hate that, which is why I tend to play more Axis divisions, not because I'm a Wehraboo or anything, but just because I like when my tanks can kill stuff consistently and I don't have to perform gymnastics to get them to kill things. It's not that T-34s can't, it just is not consistent. Mimile recapturing this flag down south, and the Stück 4 is honestly one of the reasons this division is so strong. Because that little bit of extra performance just goes so far. SU-85 and Stück 4 trade, taking the leadership away. So definitely not bad there for Farid, but there are 4 leader Stügs, so one will come back eventually. And Mimile making a fresh push down up north with no reinforcements inbound for Farid. He's working off very base. I mean, again, it's Mimile's got twice the amount of income. And we've now gotten to the point where V for Victory should be about even with the Maverick player in terms of points that have been received. We have to consider, again, the Farid called in 2 off maps that essentially did nothing, so putting him 340 points down. Mimile trying to maneuver so he can get at this T-34 without exposing the side armor. As the Shugfors hold down the line here, Tanko goes down. Shugfor finds a T-34. T-34 does penetrate, but now it dies. It already had 1 pen on it. Again, yeah, it's not that the T-34 can. It just has to be pretty close. It's got to be like within 500 meters to be semi-consistent in penetrating. Mimile capturing the flag up north now, though, bring it back to a 14-10, dropping his tick down to a single tick. SK-18s continue to target whatever they can find. 37 mils are of high priority, clearly. There's only 6 in the deck, and Mimile's killed at least 2, maybe 3 that we missed one of them. And these SK-18s have been highly effective at that, although there's no leader this time, so it is a lot less dangerous than usual. FI-156 coming in. I don't know. There should be at least one more Ju-87 tank buster. I guess Mimile brought these Ju-87s knowing that he was going to aggressively target the AA of 7th. And again, it's not that 7's AA is bad, but 37 mils are just really meh. They really are. Like, they're not bad, but they're not impressing much. Shugfor bounces that T-34 and kills it then. Again, this is the struggle here. This is the struggle. It's exacerbated against this division because of that extra armor on the Shug-4. And Mimile's push up north developing completely. There's not much left to stop him. This Maxim, the only thing, once this Avto goes down, and it should go down to this massive blob of troops. Look how much damage it puts out, though, pretty quick. It really is. I mean, it's fighting. Avtos are legitimately good now. Which is nice to see. Because they were a freaking useless unit before. Farid calling in some reinforcements down south. Kind of weird because he does have a pretty significant force still down here, and especially with things crumbling in other parts of the map. Legionati got into the town now. And these Shug-4 tanks are just providing all the support Mimile could ever want. Farid can't pop his head out without getting absolutely wrecked. But like I said at the beginning of the game, this is a really tough matchup. I really don't think you can play allies and leave 17th open. It's just really rough. I mean, you could use 3rd armor would be okay, because the Shermans with the 130 millimeters pen do just fine. But, you know, like a T-34 division or a Sherman, like a normal Sherman division, it's absolutely painful. It's so hard. And there's still 20 minutes left here. Mimile has now stabilized with the 12-12. His income really starting to overwhelm. As Mimile has also started trading a lot better recently. Yes, the time is well past now where the Maverick income is now eclipsed by the V for Victory income. 37 mil takes out the FI-156. There shouldn't be many of those left. There were 6 of them, but they have been hit pretty hard. 37 mil on the move to try to get away, but it actually still is in the circle of... Oh, and a big hit there. As the SU-152 crushing some Volkdeutsche there. '17th SS from the heyday of Axis divisions, when every time they released an Axis division, it was disgustingly powerful. Nowadays, every time they release an Allied division, it's disgustingly powerful. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, go check out my newest videos discussing the reveal announcements of the new DLC coming up soon. Volkdeutsche actually capturing the reinforcement route up north, so that's done. Normal reinforcements will be coming directly to the north. Not that they were ever going to get anything done, but Farid doubling down south with his Avto blob. But sending them piecemeal. There we go. Now, usually, Sturm Pioneer Legionati combo would be absolutely devastating, but this army of Aptos is just going to tear through these units. Absolutely crush them. Yeah, I talked about it. The Apto buff is a very good one for Soviet divisions. I mean, Soviet divisions are really not that great right now. They're in a pretty bad spot. Their infantry really underperforms a lot of other, or did underperform a lot of other divisions from most other factions, with Western allies being noticeably stronger than Soviets just across the board. But the buff to the Pibu Shah really helped all of their CQC units become more deadly. You now have the availability buff to the Avtos as well that allows you to like play a very long game and still have CQC to spare, which is really nice. It was getting to a point where Soviets were almost useless in how bad they were, like their infantry and stuff. They just got slapped by everything, and the thing is, it's an infantry meta, so like the buff to the PP Shah was definitely a good one in my opinion, and I think continues to play out the way they were hoping it would. So still 12-12 with Farid holding on desperately. P40 suddenly in. I thought these weren't coming back out. Looks like he's going to find a Ju-87 to kill, though. There you go. There are only 3 of those, and at least I think 2 have died, so maybe 1 left, but maybe none as well. As Emil continues to work to dig out Farid. Stug 4 is against the Su-76. Fu-76 struggling to even penetrate with his APCR, and down it goes. Yeah, like I said, it's rough. It's really rough having to fight 17th with any sort of allied division. Reinforcements are managing to sneak their way into this flag here. Stug 4 on the hill, though, should be getting an easy kill on this reinforcement unit. Misses. The second one does as well. Now the Strelki are out in the open. P40 coming in for that FI-156, and it succeeds. SDK of Z might kill this P40. Does have 1 star. And down it goes. I have a feeling though Emil's kind of bummed that he's lost all his recon planes. IG-33 gets unloaded early from the Su-152 and Su-85. As Maxims continue to get chopped down here one at a time. More reinforcements in Flak 41 coming. SK-18 trying to dig out some of these Maxims. As more come in. Su-85 goes down to the Stug 4. He can now aggressively push forward to try to kill the Su-152. The thing is, the Su-152 might get like 20 crits by then. A mass of CQC approaching this forest line. I don't know who wins this, honestly. There's a lot of Aptos at double star. None of these units are double star. But an early Ju-87 strike pins them down. That's huge. It's not even a massive pin down, but it's enough. But now the SS Legionati using up their Molotovs. This actually didn't. We'll use it up, though, on this falling back one already. What a play there by Emil. That was so heads up. He did not... I mean, he couldn't have known exactly how many units were in there. But he just assumed there were a crap ton and pre-bombed it, even with a light bomber like that, and absolutely wiped it out. Adding all that suppression allowed these guys to easily win all of their infantry fights. Wow. What a play there. Crushed Farid there. Now making a fresh push down south. Emil now on a 14-10. 88. How did that get hit? What shot that? Was it a Maxim? I feel like it must have been. P2 bomber coming in now to return the favor, but it bombs really far back. Actually misses most of them, but the infantry are already falling back in expectation of getting hit by those bombs. SS Legionati capturing the area now. It's Tango Komroti with their sniper rifle trying to save the day. What a back and forth there. Loader knocked out. The super crit rate of the Su-152 doing what it does and completely stopping Mimile from pushing forward. Now over 300 mil coming in. As Mimile desperately tries to get back into the town. Farid slowly getting ground down though, although there's still a pretty good big gap here. This is still anyone's game. I mean, but 15 more minutes of Mimile having twice as much income as Farid is a lot. That is a lot. Strug 4, I'm not... Oh, it's going directly at the SU-152. Going to die to that Razvik. No, the Razvik is out of ammo. Now it's out of ammo. Whoops. Whoopsies. T-34 on the run from the SS Legionati with their Panzerfaust. Infantry finally getting cleared out here. Tanko about to go down. Strug 4 on the hill as well. The infantry in this forward position here getting ground out. Nebelwerfer going... Oh, totally missing, actually. It'll pin the Sapperty and the Strelke DP, but that's it. Interesting total miss there by Mimile. That's kind of abnormal. I mean, it's pinning stuff. Is he driving something through? This Flammenwerfer? Whoa, Farid tossing in the towel. I mean, I do understand it, but he's not usually one to toss the towel in early. 36 minutes and 11 seconds here. Mimile getting victory with V for victory against Maverick. 39-75 to 39-40. Excellent game to both these players. That was exciting to be sure. P2 doing all right. SU-76 getting a couple. Yeah, nothing else there. This is just, again, a really hard matchup for 7th. Strug 4 doing a ton of damage. SPW 233 doing a lot. SCKZ killing a couple things. 233 again. Strug 4s. SK 105. Actually, only killed that, really? Jeez. Felt like it was doing a whole lot more damage. Where's the other one? Is it not even on here? Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense now. Yeah, I mean, that's 160 points of RD killing a lot of points, like almost 250, 300 points of stuff. That's pretty darn good. But yeah, quite a game. So, V for victory. Doing it. Perhaps I need to go back to trying that. Perhaps. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting over on Patreon. Thanks a bunch, and have a fantastic day.